A mud skipper, a fish that spends most of its life out of the sea. It can walk on land and breathe air. Its life is very different from that of most fish. A fish out of water, maybe, but they thrive here in Japan. So what's made this upheaval worthwhile? The answer lies in the mud. As the tide retreats, it exposes mud flats. Sunlight hits the rich silt, and tiny plants and animals flourish there. All food for a mudskipper. But life on land is not without problems. It's hard work to find a mate. Jumping high above the mud will get you noticed. With eyes perched on the top of their heads, the mudskippers keep a lookout for both friend and foe. And males fight those who intrude on their territory. They must also take care not to dry out in the sun. Rolling in the ooze keeps the skin cool and moist. For this smaller species, a better option is to retreat underground. So he digs himself a tunnel down into the mud. His heap of spoil is an indication of the extent of his excavations. With the tide flooding the tunnel twice a day, maintenance is a real burden. The tunnel is more than a refuge from the sun. It serves another very important purpose. The tunnel is actually U-shaped, and at the far end is a sealed chamber, the walls of which are lined with eggs. The eggs are kept in air, as it's richer in oxygen than the water. The problem is the air that's trapped here won't last for long. So the male travels to the open end of the tunnel to gulp fresh air. Back he goes down his tunnel, where he releases it into the egg chamber, replenishing the oxygen on which the eggs depend. He will repeat this hundreds and hundreds of times until his young hatch. This lifestyle is very demanding, yet the mudskipper has found a way around every problem. The harsh challenges of life in the ocean have encouraged
especially that day. Whoa. I saw a Benny Hill episode that was just like this.
Right, I'm going to explain what we're going to do, because once we start, I don't want you to be able to hear me. What we're going to do is, what we've got in that viewer down there, this is liquid nitrogen. So this is liquefied gas. Now whilst it's in there, it's cold and it will stay as a liquid. What we're then going to do is pour it into a 1 litre drinks bottle. Now that's fine, and that's perfectly safe while it's like that. But one thing you really shouldn't do is screw the tap on really, really tight. Because of course, what will happen is the liquid will turn into a gas, and the pressure will build up, and up, and up. Unfortunately, these are really very, very strong. So in order to make sure that it's first, we've got a bucket of warm water. That warm water is going to go into there. The bottle of very cold liquid nitrogen is going in. And then, because of no other reason that we thought it might be quite nice, we've got 1,500 ping pong balls which we're going to pour on the top. I shall warn you, once we start, we can't stop. And I tried this out before, and one occasion the cap cracked and it wasn't very impressive. The other occasion was one heck of a bang. So, once that bottle goes in there, you need to have your hands over your ears. Definitely not, fingers in there. You'll push your brain out. Yeah, so that way. Okay? And hopefully we will launch 1,500 ping pong balls and bounce them off the ceiling. Right. Yeah, that's it, water. Go.